in the server. Everything should be good. I'm hoping it is. Kind of hard to tell. It's just everything went wrong. I actually had to restart my PC, which is like not something I've had to do in quite a while. But fingers crossed everything is now working. And yeah, it's going to have a delay on the stream, but oh well. AVANGAR currently winning 7-0, absolutely dominating at this point, and by the looks of it, they're doing it fairly cleanly as well. So big problems so far for Team Spirit. Always been a good map for them, of course, so somewhat expecting that from them, but this is impressive nonetheless. This is, of course, I believe, the choice of AVANGAR, so get to see if they're still as dominant when we head over to Overpass. But actually, Spirit were really dominant when we saw them on this map the other day, and it was Overpass where they actually struggled. So, who knows? Maybe we'll be the bad luck charm, as already Ramzik has gone down. Now we're going to have Dima actually finding a second, but a lot of damage being done, and Quicker has managed to catch out the trade. Back into a 4 versus 3. Bomb planted. Not that much utility for the CT side to actually get back into this round. And Demasik is going to be waiting around the corner. Sumdai Young managing to get a kill as well. Sophic tag low, so still a couple of low players. But realistically, there shouldn't be a way back into this for the CT side. Both players now looking to try and push towards the site. And with such an open plant, it's going to be very difficult indeed. Buster manages one. Demasik is eventually going to be traded out. 7-1. AVANGAR are still firmly in the lead, but definitely problems arising now as Team Spirit. Well, if they screw this up, if things go wrong for them, we could easily be seeing this falling back the other way. Quick push in from the T side, already nets an opener. Demasik will be able to trade one back, but these aggressive pushes just aren't working out for the CT side. It's left into a 2v3 and only one man actually anywhere near the site. I'm going to be looking at Quicker and Buster trying to turn the tide. Now the bomb hasn't actually made it to the site just yet, and Quicker in the backlines could be there to do the damage. Davcost. A couple of players pushing his way. Buster manages one. Now they don't know there's a man in the corner, but Buster finds the kill anyway, just doing the work himself. However, there will be a quick trade back. Buster needs to get all of the kills, and he misses the shot, misses the opportunity, but hits the headshot in the end. 3 kills for Buster. Great retake from him, and that is the reset done and dusted. Davkos only going to be with a scout this round, and a couple of AKs alongside some pistols. Definitely not ideal, and Sumdai Young almost gets caught with his pants down. Quicker, this is ridiculously aggressive, and he is punished for it. A rifle will be dropped, and that's something that can be retrieved by the T side. This was pretty much AVANGAR's way to end the game, but instead may have some problems. Especially now they lost a second player. Form of Crizzen. Dotfik looking to try and retrieve the gun. I think he may have heard the AWP scope, but Ramzik's going to hit the shot anyway. Actually, he has rotated round to the right point of the map. He is the only man defending it. 50 seconds left to play with for the T's, and they are going to be pushing in here. Davkos, remember, has the scout, and he hits the tag, but doesn't get himself the kill. So it is going to be back into a 3 versus 3. Cody almost caught through the smoke. Now the rotation comes in. They have spotted themselves the bomb. That's the thing from the CT side. They have the information. Dima just waiting in case anybody looks to go through the murder hole. Buster catches a man trying to get the bomb down. Now things become very difficult indeed for Team Spirit. Coldy. Some damage, but takes some as well. Buster still in play, and Dima now left with just the deagle. It won't happen. 9-1. AVANGAR confirm their lead, and now Team Spirit are back in real trouble once again. T-side, this round, they're just going to invest in some pistols. Not anything too impressive. A few P250s, a deagle, and not much else. Definitely very glad to see a Ramzik back in this team. 11-5. Well, not back in this team. He was on Tengri before, but I'm glad to see him back in a team that definitely matches his level. I would like to see Fitch in this team, but then again, I genuinely don't know who would be removed. Sophic does at least manage to do a little bit of damage. Makes things a bit more costly. CTs don't actually have that much money anymore. A couple of closer rounds and obviously the round loss. Making things a bit more possible. But the problem is Team Spirit. I think Ramzik has joined them, but I can't be 100% on that. I'm pretty sure he has. Either way, Coldy, he's got the deagle. He's got 4 players to find and 55 seconds to do it. I can't say I believe. But ultimately, Krisen will put him down. In fact, a double entry comes in onto him as he pushes in towards middle. A much better start to the round for Team Spirit, and he's still looking for more. In fact, going to go jumping over. Give him a decent angle onto short. Multiple players here, and Dima's just looking to take this round by storm. He's done so much damage, 3 kills. Making things very difficult indeed. Still going to be Buster lurking around, and Quicker trying to make his way back towards the side. They've got the B side pretty much locked down by Ramzik in such an aggressive position. They can realistically gamble a player over towards the A site. However, the problem now is Buster's so low on HP and somewhat trapped. They have to switch up their play a little bit. D side looking like they are going to be making their way on towards A, and unless Quicker can do something very impressive, the call may even just be to save the weaponry here. They don't have much to play with at all, and in fact, I think now that he's out of the, well, out of the way, pretty much, I feel like the CT side should just save their weapons. Give themselves a play into the next round. They're already very far into the lead. It looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Of course, Buster very low has to be the most careful of all. A stub of the toe could be enough to take him from this round. Actually, Quicker I don't think he's going for this. Maybe just looking for an exit or two. Oh, this is audacious. Oh, is he just going to try and bait them in towards the bomb? I like the idea. I think they've spotted that there's nobody there, so it's not going to work. But I like what he was trying. I've seen Flusher do something similar in the past. When he just had a USP, he ran in and tapped the bomb just to try and bait the T's into running back towards the site and doing damage. There we go. 10-2, Team Spirit once again. That chance of a reset. They kept the last round impeccably clean. Not a single player lost, but it was mainly because the CTs didn't really challenge too much into this one. Here we go. Push in. They haven't spotted Nemo, but he jumps the gun a little bit. It won't matter. He's got Krisen to help him out. Picks down multiple players and... well, 2 players left. Davkost and Cody. Davkost not having the performance they need of him, and while the bomb now dropped into the open after Ramzik hits the shot, they know roughly where Cody is as well. Will be 11-2. Though once again the T's looking to try and pick up the pace. Ramzik already starting things off with a double. In fact, this is looking bleak. Ramzik just firing off, taking down everybody. He's off for the ace. Auto Director didn't want to show any of it, and Ramzik, he is looking like an absolute beast in this team. He's back, boys, and I hope that we get the old Fitch and Ramzik duo back together at some point, because those guys looked incredible. There was a reason Fitch got picked up. Obviously, they already had Mo on Gambit, so Ramzik didn't make the cut. But this guy has always been good. This guy's always been explosive, and it is being shown here today. 12-2. He's currently 17-5. The T's going into the last round of the half are going to be left with just pistols. Not ideal. Looking like they may go for some faster plays towards the B site. Already a decent amount of utility being expended, and it's always scary when you see this. 4 AKs and an AWP on the CT side of a team. There we go, though. Rush on towards the site. They already spot out Ramzik. Well, this is just an absolute slaughter. Davko's going to be the only one left alive, and Quicket will end him as well. 13-2, an absolutely dominating half coming out from AVANGAR, and it seems like Team Spirit just haven't turned up to the table yet. Pistol round going to be more than crucial. This Team Spirit are literally hanging on a thread, and there's only one man actually here to defend it. Davkost trying to hit the men on the cross, but doesn't manage to achieve anything. It is going to have to be a 5 versus 5 retake. They do have themselves smoke and a kit, so that's something to at least get back into the site with, but so much left to do, and already Coldy down on the flank is not going to be ideal, but Demon does manage to at least trade, and the CTs are doing a decent job of it as well. 3 players pushing him from one angle, and Buster now has to go absolutely huge, and he cannot. Krisen is all that remains, and he falls as well. It'll be a bomb plant at least, but the fact is, Team Spirit have got themselves the retake.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Will at least have a small lifeline in this match. Deagles across the board. T-side likely to be buying into the next round, but they're going to try and do some damage in this one. Prison already picks up a first. Now the CT side, with AKs coming in the next, they really can't afford to lose any weapons, and they've already lost 2. Oh no. This would be a horrible end. It's still going. They've got a third. The T side have just gone with Deagles and nothing else, and they're looking like they may be able to steal this round away. Dima and Sumdae trying to save it, and it's just not happening. Sumdae is the only one left. This has been atrocious. Push in. It's down to just him. He has to ace the round if they're going to win this, and the bomb now crosses to the side, which makes things surely impossible. Down onto just 1, and Crism will even close it. What a round from AVANGAR. 5 Deagles, headshots all the way through, and 14-3, and well deserved at that. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, Team Spirit have now handed over a couple of rifles. The rest have been bought up, and they're left with just pistols themselves. Question is, can they do what has just been done onto them? Not feeling like it's likely at this point. Bomb making its way on to B, complete stack of A. It pretty much says it all, doesn't it? There's very little chance of them winning this round, and I think they may even just save and give themselves a bit of an extra chance in the next one, buy up some utility and at least have something to play with. But, well, you gamble, sometimes it doesn't pay off, and Team Spirit have definitely had that here, so unfortunately not going to work out for them. And, yeah, like I said, I'll be very surprised if we see them go for it here. Even though it is crunch time. Kev, I almost want them to come back just so that I have to watch you do that. Well, actually, I wouldn't want to watch. That would make me feel a bit sick. I'd make someone else watch. I'm sure there'd be people who I could get to do that. Either way, as said, we just see a pretty much complete save, or maybe not. They're going to try and take some weapons away. The fact is, as long as the T's don't lose any here, this really doesn't benefit Team Spirit at all. Like, all they've done is lose some weapons themselves and have to buy back up in the next round anyway. Here we go, though. Couple of UMPs, couple of CZs. Scout onto Davcost. That is all they have to fight back with. AVANGAR have looked impressive in this map. I'll be interested to see if they can take it onto Overpass. One that, I'll be honest, I wasn't very impressed with Team Spirit on the other day. Especially considering it was their map choice. I think it actually went the way of their opponents. We'll just have to wait and see in that regard. He's making their way on towards the site. I can have Quicker actually tagged fairly low. 45 seconds left on the clock as they are making their move, but Chrism now finds the opener. Trades coming in, but it's the T side coming out on top, and it looks like this is dead to rights. It's left onto Sum Dai Young, the guy from FPL, looking to try and do it all. By the looks of it, it is not happening. Absolute domination from AVANGAR. They win this one 16-3, and will be looking to take this in their second map. Either way, we'll be back after the break, where we find out if they can.